Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. In the United States and Canada, it is very popular to teach young kids about the beauty of stock markets. So they had is an app in which people use play money, where they are allowed to borrow money and are allowed to trade in the stock market. This is a very popular game, and this is a company called Stock Track. This company, Stock Track, is based out of Montreal and runs an all United States championship, a states championship, and kids are taught how to use the stock market. Suppose imagine you are trying to teach a kid how to drive, and in a simulator, what would you do? Will you teach the kid that it's okay to cross red lines, bang into cars, bang into walls, and drive through it, irrespective of the damage it caused to the car? Certainly, our car simulators don't teach this. Our simulators teach each kid how to go carefully, drive properly, obey traffic rules, have sense of what is happening and who is doing what. Unfortunately, that is not what happens when it comes to simulations in stock markets. There is also a lot of apps which say that you can play with borrowed money, you can practice trades. But these trades have a fundamental flaw. They are now, let us take two cases of a lady called Ima and a person called Zach, which a town called Louisburg. These kids went to high school several years apart and won the championships. Both these kids said that the competition which lasted over 10 years. One kid traded 40 times, the other traded 117 times. Between 40 and 117 times, these kids traded and they converted a small amount of money, $200,000, to well in excess of $500,000. Basically, what you taught those kids is in 3 months, it's possible to convert $200,000 into $500,000. In fact, Zach pushed it to $600,000. These kinds of trade are impossible in stock markets. Ima said she basically saw stocks which went highly crazy and which ran up crazily. She borrowed money and shorted the market and then made money out of it. All this is okay because there is no fear of losing and there is no amygdala involved. The primitive brain is what controls your emotions. Since you are playing with play money, there is nothing to lose, there is no fear, and you can kind of trade like crazy like this. And irrespective, even if you lose, you are now out of money and nothing happens to you. So, what have you taught your kids? You have taught your kids that you can drive recklessly around the road, cross red lights, bang into cars in an attempt to get ahead, break into walls, and still drive like what they do in the movies. But this is not what how investing works in life. Investing in life works completely different. Investing is successful when you take a slow and a measured response to it, and you take over a period of time when slowly you diversify into various asset classes and also you diversify into various stocks, and then over a long period of time you try to make profits. Unfortunately, this competition it works only for 10 to 12 weeks. So the time frame is reduced to 12 weeks. You are allowing your clients, your students to leverage, which is a long thing. Like Buffett said, when you use leverage, you are using weapons of mass destruction and you will tend to lose a lot of money because there is absolutely no fear of loss and the primitive brain does not freeze us in fear. People take all sorts of risks and the lucky one turns out to be a winner. You are trying to teach these kids it is okay to trade, it is okay to leverage, it is okay to go for broke, and then teach them that it can be done like this. Unfortunately, reality is different. I have spent more than 35 years in the market, and I have never seen anybody leverage, and make money. People who leverage and trade have always come to grief. You cannot trade in margin. One of my favorite characters is an old American investor going by the name of Phil Carrier. He was born in 1900, lived to be an exact 100 years, and died at 2000. And he came into the stock market in 1920s. He saw the roaring 20s, then he saw the Great Depression, and then he lived through between 1939 and to 1954 when the world when the stock markets went nowhere and people lost money because the high of 1929 was crossed only in 1954. In his book, The Art of Speculation, he clearly says that in his entire 80 years he spent in the market, he never saw anybody who made money on margins. If you trade on margins, you die. If you live by the sword, you do die by the sword. So it is extremely difficult to get this kind of leverage and keep doubling your money in every 3 months. If you teach these kids who participate in this kind of competition that it is okay to do this, you are teaching them a wrong lesson worldwide. You are teaching them that it is okay to trade, okay to borrow on margin, and all the lessons that people like Buffett teach you go out of the window, where you identify a business, see whether it is in your circle of competence, and then you decide whether you want to invest or do not invest. The effects are already there to see with the meme stock GameStop, where a legion of followers who discussed this in various rooms in the Reddit and decided to challenge the big money bags, and they kept on buying the stock while the big large mutual broker large hedge funds were shorting it, and they kept buying this, and the collective urge of these penny stock buyers beat up the index. But the day the hedge fund closed its short and moved on, the price of this GameStop popped and it cracked, and the meme owners lost a lot of money. There were people like Chamat Palpatia who kept on edging these Reddit users while he himself pocketed a huge chunk of money. So, we should teach the youngsters the correct way to invest rather than doing these kind of simulated games. Thank you for watching. Be rich. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button and do not forget to turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will be not notified every time we put out a video. Kindly consider sharing this video with your friends and relatives. Thank you for supporting Be Rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.